Hello, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone is having a nice day before we begin the video. Please subscribe and give the video a thumbs up. Things are going from bad to worse in these General Hospital spoilers. Drew putting the screws to Portia. Tracy demands Ned pick a side. Willow doesn't trust Curtis. Lulu wants to set things straight with Danny. Jason pushes back against Dante. And Sidwell makes Sonny an offer he should probably refuse. Portia got the ketamine for Nina in the hopes of getting Drew out of their hair. But after realizing that he'd been drugged and getting the proof of it from Brad, the congressman has the upper hand once more. And with the evidence he has against Portia, she really has no choice but to do whatever he asks. We've barely scratched the surface of what you can do. Drew grins as Portia squirms. Tracy has made it clear that she supports driving Sonny out of Port Charles and wants to make sure that she has others on her side, particularly Ned. Mom or mob, she informs her son, pressing him to make a decision. But which side will Ned choose? Willow may have been initially stunned by Drew's behavior, but she stood by him once he proved he had been drugged. And she won't let others continue trying to destroy the man she loves. You are going to publish an article about that, she asks Curtis. What is she hoping Aurora Media covers? It looks like Danny stops by Lulu's new home to check on Rocco, but she intercepts him at the door. You and I need to get a few things straight, she informs the teen. Meanwhile, Dante's threat to bring criminal charges against Danny raises his father's hackles. Are you threatening to charge Danny with manslaughter? Jason wonders, advancing on Dante. Sidwell has made no secret of the fact that he wants to take Sonny's peers away from him and push him out of business. But with Jordan by his side, he pays the mobster a visit to try to come to an arrangement. I want to make a deal to our mutual advantage, Sidwell announces. Will Sonny even consider it? In the May 9, 2025 episode of General Hospital, the stakes rise higher than ever as multiple characters are pushed to their limits, tempted by impossible choices, and some are even forced into making deals that could cost them everything. Because in Port Charles, when you're desperate enough, even a deal with the devil starts to look like salvation. And this time, it's Jason Morgan, Sonny Corinthos, Valentine Casadine, and Portia Robinson who find themselves entangled in a web of deception and moral compromise that will have far-reaching consequences not only for their lives, but also for the safety of everyone around them. The episode kicks off with Jason still reeling from Dante's accusations and Carly's growing distrust as he confronts the grim reality that the WSB may have manipulated him more than he realized during his off-grid captivity. But while the walls are closing in on him, Jason receives an ominous visit from a shadowy figure long thought to be dead, or at least fully retired from the game. None other than Victor Casadine's protégé, now revealed to have been quietly consolidating power through proxy companies tied to pikemen, and linked to unexplained arms shipments routed through Canadian territory. And this mysterious figure offers Jason a chilling proposition. Protect Sonny at all costs and keep him alive during the next 30 days, or risk unleashing classified footage that shows Jason committing an unthinkable act under WSB coercion. An act that could not only destroy his reputation, but lead to federal prosecution and permanent exile from Port Charles, leaving Jason stunned, desperate, and for the first time in years, afraid. Meanwhile, Sonny's own paranoia intensifies as his inner circle continues to crumble. With Brick now silent, Dex unreachable, and even Ava issuing vague threats about secrets she's no longer willing to keep buried, prompting Sonny to turn to someone he's avoided for years. Selena Wu, offering her a backdoor stake in the Corinthos organization in exchange for critical intel about Pikeman's next move. Her move Sonny suspects involves the shipment of something far deadlier than weapons, possibly a toxin or genetic material stolen from GH's old biotoxin research vault. And while Selena appears to agree, her price is steep. Full control of the Savoy and exclusive rights to use its events for laundering operations, which would put Curtis Ashford in an impossible position and force Nina to face the hard truth that Sonny's promise to change was just another lie. Elsewhere, Valentin, cornered by Anna and rapidly losing his grip on ELK subsidiaries, is approached by a rogue agent from the WSB who offers him a final out, a chance to return to the agency and reclaim influence in exchange for planting a listening device in Laura Collins' office, something that goes against every principle he still clings to. But as Valentin watches Charlotte spiral into emotional detachment and fears that his enemies may soon target her, he begins to waver, asking himself whether protecting his daughter's future is worth betraying the one woman who never gave up on him. And across town, Portia Robinson is handed a file by an anonymous source, a file containing proof that not only was Trina being watched by Pikeman during her art internship abroad, but that Curtis may have unknowingly passed on encrypted intel during his physical therapy treatments via a compromised device left in his apartment. And the shock sends Portia into a tailspin as she rushes to confront Curtis, only to be intercepted by a masked assailant who threatens to expose her role in the forged paternity test results unless she cooperates with a yet unnamed foreign agent who's been posing as a GH donor for months. The layers of betrayal peel back faster than anyone can keep track of, and by the midpoint of the episode, alliances shift dangerously, with Ned Quartermain cornered by Drew and Olivia after a strange financial report points to missing funds from the hospital's foundation. Funds, Ned insists, were reallocated to help fund mental health programs. But Drew suspects a deeper game, and when a voice-modulated call warns him to back off or risk Brooklyn's safety, Ned begins to panic, asking himself whether someone inside the Quartermain family has been playing puppet master from the start. Back at GH, Elizabeth overhears a tense conversation between Finn and a surgical board member that suggests Finn has been self-medicating again after learning that Gregory's condition has rapidly worsened, and Liz finds herself at a crossroads. Protect the man she loves or report him, and risk not only his license, but his life spiraling out of control, especially if Violet is drawn into the mess. On the younger front, Jocelyn's secret WSB mission continues to deteriorate as Danny's interference, and his blind defense of Geo, places them both in the crosshairs of an active investigation. And when Jocelyn is visited by a hardened federal investigator warning her to deliver results or prepare to vanish from the program, she takes a dangerous gamble and confronts Geo directly, demanding to know what he's hiding and whether his connection to Selena Wu's concerts is more than just music. A scene that ends with Geo smashing his phone and warning her that some truths will only get them killed. As night falls over Port Charles, Jason makes his decision. He'll protect Sonny, but on his terms, and he'll root out the truth of who's really behind Pikeman, even if it means getting back into bed with the devil. And that devil may very well be Valentin, whose recent call to an unknown number ends with the chilling words, "The deal is on." But Jason must never find out, setting up a collision course where Jason, Sonny, and Valentin are each being manipulated into thinking they're protecting each other, when in reality, they're being steered into an explosive showdown that could change the structure of Port Charles forever. Because once this deal with the devil is made, there's no way out without blood, and for some, that blood may belong to someone they love most. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our YouTube channel for more update news.